Last we left off, you guys successfully, after a rather tough battle, captured Eric and brought him aboard the ship. He was knocked unconscious by a couple of shock droids from Mira, and everybody else just kind of drug him along. You were able to take the evening to rest, recuperate, kind of absorb what happened as far as fighting him, how quickly Dell went down. Dell is currently resting in his room because plot hole, because Matt's not here and damn rules.
Kind of narratively makes sense, though, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
It really does. It works.
Now you have a migraine from the hole in your chest. Oh, I wonder why. Okay.
So yeah, everyone's been able to have a chance to recuperate after the shock of that, the exhaustion of the battle, as well as the shock from Revan collapsing. A couple of bits of conversation occurred where Viri and Revan kind of had a few moments to just kind of converse and just unwind, kind of go over what Revan thought was the problem, and just continue about the night. You all exchanged watches over Eric. Rather uneventful. He stayed pretty unconscious throughout the night. The following morning, there is not quite as big of a breakfast because Revan just does not quite have the energy back for it. But as usual, there's breakfast. It's just not a whole lot, especially with Dell sleeping. So Jax has been taking care of little Drea. So who's at breakfast and who is keeping an eye on Eric for this morning?
Beery is still outside Eric's room. That is her temporary room, home, sleeping area. She has not left side watching him. And every so often throwing a bolt at his forehead, trying to see if he wakes up from his unconsciousness, and slowly force dragging it back to her hand after Evan leaves her alone.
I was just chilling at one of the tables and having breakfast. Kind of keeping an eye on Revan.
Of course.
Mira will be there to eat breakfast.
Okay.
Because food.
Because food. Of course.
Yeah, probably. I've probably been back and forth between everyone in the kitchen and then just checking in on Viri. So somewhere in between. Back and
Like
forth.
the referee of, are you okay? Okay, you're good now. Bounce to the next one. Are you okay? Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Yep.
On and on.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Io, you notice that while her force aura isn't quite as strong as it was, it does seem to be building a bit. So she's regaining the strength that she lost slowly. Of course, she's still muting it so you can actually see and not be blinded, but you're able to tell it's slowly getting back to where it was. About halfway through what is breakfast time, Very, you kind of see a little twitch of Eric's hands, and you know that he's slowly starting to regain consciousness. He'll probably be fully awake within 10-15 minutes.
Super hard. Force flick the bolt into the middle of his forehead.
Alright.
Not enough to like break skin, but like definitely harder than she was doing before.
Definitely enough to gain attention. Okay. He lets out this grunt.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I guess you must be waking up on your own. Guys! I was just sitting here. He's starting to wake up on his own.
I was probably on my way over to check her anyway.
Did you
Probably
just shout?
just saw her. Actually, could she do a perception check to see if Vera got caught doing that? Because the whole time, like, he only got caught by Revan, but she probably would have been trying to hide it from Ben.
Makes sense.
Yeah, well, yeah, Revan wasn't going to stop him. She was like, no, go ahead, do that. It's fine. Let off your stress.
Ben always fucks a perception check anyway.
Yeah, I know. Let's see. Here, hold on. She's
Go
gotten
right ahead.
better, but we're still not there yet.
She's getting there. It's fine.
Okay. Hold on a second. Sorry. Now I'm just all confused.
Hey, there you go. That's much better.
No, that's just my destiny die. That's not Ben.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't.
not-
Ha ha ha.
Yeah. I'm trying to
Just
remember.
straight sixes.
Oh yeah, I upped my cunning, so I have. Oh no, I didn't. I'm just kidding. I was lying.
I did something. I just don't remember what it is.
Larger mouth, 90 into the 4.
Oh. Okay. I think I did.
Oh.
No, that is not that way.
6 doesn't eat the 4, 4 eats the 6.
Yeah. But
Wait, did I not do it?
2, 3, 4, 5. That's
Like open mouth. Like think something like about to chop down.
Wait, I did it wrong.
Yeah, you had
Yeah,
this like,
I'm
chop
still
down
gonna
on the
take that.
4.
I don't even know. I
Two,
need someone to
four.
draw it for me.
You still got a 5, to be fair.
Yeah, it's
So-
still
Yeah.
5 successes, so it still counts.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, yeah, as you are on your way there, you are able to catch that bolt hitting Eric square on the forehead and forcibly waking him up a little bit more. It was definitely guided by Viri through the forest.
He's awake.
Nice. You bunch of trolls.
Yeah, Ved will just be like, do you think that was necessary?
Mm-hmm.
Was it not necessary? Sorry.
All right. So he is awake.
He is slowly getting there. It would have taken about 10 to 15 minutes for him to fully awake. Now it's going to be about 5 to 7 minutes before he's fully awake.
We're trying to help him wake up a little faster. He's been oversleeping.
That's the excuse we're going with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
See, like there's like a slight bit of like normalcy over like little like shit-eating grin coming back, but it's also kind of like slightly dwelled in of like, yeah, but it kind of felt good. And you know, I'm saying I'm sorry. I don't really feel sorry, but you know, kind of thing.
Sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna say I'm sorry to you because you're my master, but that's.
But I'm really not sorry.
You're sorry you got caught. You're not sorry that you.
There you go. That's it. Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, he blasted a freaking like hole through our friend. I mean,
Yeah. The anger makes sense. Just make sure you're productive with it.
justified.
What?
It's justified justice.
You think this is? I don't know if this is justice, but all right. Just make sure you can control yourself with him. Can I trust you with that?
Why don't I control myself with him?
I don't. I already had Dell almost coming in to kill him, so I don't really want to have to monitor anybody
fine.
else's behavior. Hmm?
And she says like very quickly, "I'll be fine."
Okay.
When you shouted that he was awake, Miri, did you like just regularly shout that, or did you by chance use your comms?
She thought she used her comms, but she was still yelling as if like yelling physically through the ship.
All right,
Her comms probably weren't on.
like a smart one. So yeah, Io, Mira, and the rest probably could at least vaguely hear Viri's voice. Actually, less than vaguely. She's a loudmouth. You guys definitely heard Viri shouting. You may not have necessarily made out every word, but you could definitely hear that she was trying to call your attention to her.
I'm sorry. No, I'm guys.
What is she shouting about today?
But today, it's like a daily change. I love it.
That girl always shouting.
I don't think I'm gonna be good to go and be there for that. I'd prefer not to be there whenever y'all are interrogating him, or to talk to him at all, really.
It's okay. We won't make you.
Thank you.
And stay here and cuddle, Zeke.
Io is more talkative than his brother.
100%. Yeah.
Wow.
I love it.
I legit thought Aya was telling Mira if she wants to cuddle with him, and I was like, "Whoa, this new headset has brought out a whole new side of Aya."
Then
I'm over down the hallway, so I don't know if you moved or
oh shit.
not. Like, yeah, I'm actually over here. Sorry.
Guys, we do have comms. I mean, I know Viri doesn't use
I
them,
know,
but
right?
we do
Oh,
have
yeah,
them.
right.
Just
Okay, I'm
about
sure. I always forget that they exist.
It doesn't matter where we are.
I mean, is Io still at the table? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
be
still.
using comms for this.
He's still at the
Io.
table, but he can get up and move.
Yeah.
Let me look at Io's sheet real quick. Io,
Yeah.
I have something that I wanted to try, but is there any way that maybe I could borrow, I don't know, like your deflector shield or something while you're over there with them?
Sure.
It's just I saw Del get knocked down, and I'm worried about our group.
Yeah, no,
Knocked
you
down.
can borrow it.
Yeah.
Jesus. He'll take it off and then pass it over to her.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna work on that while they're talking to Eric.
Revan and Jax will probably stay in the kitchen area with you. Mira and Joseph will probably join Io in going back there for the lovely family outing of interrogation.
Family who interrogates together stays together.
So true.
Hey.
But like, where's the lie?
She's just like nodding her head, like yes, like that one, as if a whole new revelation of life has just been opened up to her.
It makes so much sense.
They've chosen my master wrongly. No, I'm just kidding.
I made bad choice. Okay, so while Rob is doing math. Uh, so Io, you and Joseph kind of make your way back to the holding cell. After a couple of minutes, Eric kind of fully wakes up and he just kind of looks through the holding cell door, and looks out at all of you. He doesn't really say anything. He just kind of looks at each of you, his eyes kind of stopping on Ven a little bit longer before he just kind of looks at all of you like he's trying to understand what the hell happened. He doesn't say anything to you. It's like his body is fully awake, but he's trying to figure out how the fuck he got into this situation.
As he's like looking over everyone, Viri just when he like looks over to Viri, she just kind of gives him like a hi wave, and then like the wave just slowly turns into just a middle finger.
Just
very like tongue in cheek out, like type, you know.
I love it. I love it. She's a little shit, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely catches that and scowls at you before he continues looking at the rest of you.
Revels in it.
Of course she does.
Yes.
Just
Good. Your anger.
Lord.
Oh, that's all she does.
She's just gonna passively aggressively torture him. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
100%.
That makes much more sense. Cool.
Song that never ends.
Oh no! Stop.
Oh my god.
No.
Friends. Seriously,
I will-
it gets better in the third verse. I'm gonna do this for Star 2. Just stop complaining. Just listen, okay? I'll be later
Oh
today.
god. By the second verse, he's spilling every secret he has.
Yeah, I'll tell you everything, please.
Just please, God, shut her up.
I'm not
I
done
love
yet.
it so much.
Y'all got some weird torture tactics. I'm just saying.
I
Work
mean,
this.
at least they're non-lethal.
Rue, you're still sticking to the light side, but you're getting kind of questionable.
So Ven will just she might just kind of wait till he gets his bearings first. Like she's not really saying much either. She's kind of watching him.
Okay. After a few moments of kind of awkward silence, well,
I think Viri during that silence, not like picking up on the whole like we're not gonna talk first thing, is kind of like leaning over and like nudging Ben.
Like, hey, you gonna go?
it's just
are you
like,
gonna say something?
are we gonna do this? Like, are we just gonna stare at each other? What's going on?
Is this how it works, or do you just like? And then like she'll like go back to like standing straight and not saying anything, and then like maybe not even 10 seconds goes by. She thinks it's like 5 minutes. It's like, I mean, do you want us to like get like a glass of water or something? Like, is this good cup, bad cup? I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, just shrugs.
She's like,
Done this before.
We can tell. Believe me, we can
oh,
tell.
Barry. We can tell.
Yuri falls to the awkward silence every time. I'm just saying. Just putting that out there.
Is that how we
Oh.
torture her? Just have an awkward silence and then she'll speak and tell us
I'm
everything.
so sorry.
Yeah,
What do you
probably.
need to know? I'm not interrogating you, Viri. I'm sorry. I took a 20 out of your purse. I'm so sorry.
Please just talk.
Just for the love of God, say something. I don't care. Oh my God. Oh, Very. You kill me every time.
I'm supposed to bring you a muffin from Revan, but I ate it before I got to your room. I'm so sorry for the worst battle on ever. Sorry. Anyways, my bad.
I mean, now we know how to torture the truth out of Very, so there's that, I
Yeah,
guess.
see,
As you said, it was silent and Ben was waiting. I was like, oh shit. Barry would be like freaking out right now. Like, what are we doing? I don't like this.
Just, oh God, what's happening? What do? Help. Love it.
Does he seem like he's getting like things are clicking for him?
Yeah, after a couple more minutes pass, Very feels like fucking forever. He just eventually kind of looks dead at you, then, and I'm assuming he's cuffed so that
Oh,
he
shit.
can't. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you guys too. Is this a cell with a bar, like a barred cell, or like a shield?
Oh, that's a
Force
good question.
Energy
I
shield.
would imagine it was probably be a shield. Just
Okay.
because they don't really do bars, because bars can easily be broken.
So how does the bolt thing work? Because I was imagining bars with like the bolt
Maybe it's
be like
like-
a bolt inside.
What if it's like bars of like energy kind of thing?
Ooh, there
So
you
there's
go.
still
There you
gaps,
go.
but it's like
That's fun.
electrical, so it zaps you if you try to go
There
through.
you go. Yeah, we'll say that. That way there's like for a little bit of freedom and space, but not much.
Bzz.
Yeah, we'll say that. Yeah, exactly. Eventually he looks at you, Benny, just kind of moves to sit up, but he feels the cuffs and he knows he can't really move. And he looks kind of annoyed before he goes, didn't I kill one of you?
Then just says no.
Just
We have like,
no.
you mean like we have clones out there and he killed us? Like what? They look like us?
Very.
He just kind of whispers that to Io before like just listening to
I'm
that.
happy Mira is not there right now.
Viri and Mira would be like playing off each other. So
It would be a clusterfuck trying to intimidate this poor guy.
You think one bullet could kill that man? No.
And suddenly the light bulb goes on. He just looks at you briefly confused for a moment before he goes, that was not a bullet, it was a missile. How the fuck is he alive?
he calls them bullets.
Ven says, I don't really think you need to worry about that, considering where you are right now.
Got him.
The peanut gallery off to the side just kind of keeps distracting him. So he just kind of looks inquisitively over at Io and Fury before looking at you. And he's not sure who's the good cop and who's the bad cop. He's really confused.
To be honest, I don't think any of us really know either.
We'll just adapt as the situation to me.
Just keep him on his toes. He'll never find out.
Yeah.
Actually, the more I think about it, the more Viri probably would have at least ran into the police on Coruscant at some point.
Oh,
She
for sure.
probably
Yeah.
is familiar to good cop, bad cop.
On the other side of it.
Right.
He goes,
Mira obviously is a good cop.
of course.
100%.
Viri, like during this like awkward part, and like she just doesn't know what to do. She's like, I'm gonna go get him a glass of water. Thinking back to
Is
like
that what
a
I'm supposed to
coffee.
do?
Yeah.
I think
she
that's what I'm supposed to do.
Gonna walk away real quick to go grab a glass.
It's how they do it in the Hollow Pits.
Is that what they do on StarTube?
Probably.
No, it's what they do on all those true crime videos on Starflix.
You guys look up her history. There's a whodunit list.
100%.
Um,
Um,
I don't know if he was gonna say something or not.
Not really. He just kind of again scowls because there's nothing really he can say to that. You're not wrong, but it definitely upsets him. But he also almost looks relieved in a weird way to be captured by you guys. It's a very weird mix of emotions coming off of him.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess it's better with us than
Yeah.
with Asidus and his apprentice.
Yeah.
So Ven will kind of like come like a little closer and just be like, you. It seems we were both lying to each other last time we spoke.
He kind of stops and just goes, "Yeah, that's it's Tattooine for you."
Did you know it was me? That the teal lightsaber, or did you not know my face? You just knew the lightsaber.
No idea about the face. I just need the lightsaber. That's all I was told.
No, sorry. I'm sorry I dropped it. I'm so sorry.
Jesus, Fury. Watch what you're doing with that.
I'll go get another glass. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It takes someone's eye out.
This is a goddamn clusterfuck. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, it's on silent. I'm sorry.
This is what happens when we don't have Del doing the interrogation.
I know, right?
So, Ven will say, I think it's about time you told me what's really going on.
He kind of looks at each of his wrists that are handcuffed, like he's kind of gauging the situation. Before he finally looks up at you and just kind of shrugs a shoulder, trying to look nonchalant, but again, there's that mixture of relief and frustration still there. And he goes, "Well, I guess it's safer here with you. So what do you want to know?"
How can I tell if he's lying or not?
That would be
Skull diggery. I will always choose that as my go-to skill. Digging into the skull of someone's brain and their intentions.
There you go.
No. I mean,
No, it's not that. That's not what it means. I was being dumb.
Streetwise?
Yeah, it's basically, street
I would
smarts.
say, streetwise. I'd say go ahead and go with that. Fuck it, because...
Oh, actually, roll that?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. I don't have very much of that.
Skullduggery, picking a lock or pocket, escaping a cell, or identifying the weak points in a security scheme. Now I know.
What is streetwise? Let's see. I'm gonna look it up.
When in doubt, Google.
It's about knowing the underworld.
Basically, how to survive on the streets and the gangs that live there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I'm not trying to understand that. I'm trying to see if he's if it looks like he's lying to me or not.
For that, I would say probably perception.
Okay.
Oh my god, you did it right. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you. With the help of the 500 symbols above in the chat.
Only 500, huh?
Yeah.
I could
With
put
coercion.
more.
Questioning a target in captivity.
Hmm?
Social
What?
skills, a character's ability to intimidate or threaten another into submission. Coercion.
Used by your
Questioning a target in captivity.
It says used by your
Ooh.
armor.
There's that.
Have you?
Yeah, that was a pretty good roll. So yeah, you are able to tell that he is telling the truth. He he feels like it's definitely safer with you guys than out there.
Passive.
So he's gonna take his chances with you guys.
Okay.
Okay, so just armor.
So
Hey, Lucy. Sorry, real quick. Don't mean to interrupt. Don't worry about your defenses. I'm going to upgrade those myself.
Oh, okay.
I'll change the numbers.
That works.
Thank you. So I don't have to do the math.
Lucy's like, oh, thank
Right.
you, God.
Fine.
Too much math in one day in the chat. But yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay. Yeah, so Ven will say, yeah, we saw a little bit of a transmission between you and Isidus. Didn't seem like you were very happy with him.
That's a way to phrase it.
So, you were acting before like he was a nuisance, someone that was interrupting your business. Obviously not the case. So, how does he actually fit in this?
He is my boss. My actual boss, not the father. He is looking for, well, you and other Jedi. He's up to something, won't tell me shit, but he's allowing me to continue my slave trade as long as when I find Jedi or Force sensitives, I ship them off to him.
At about that point, the Veer returns with 2 glasses, and like she looks like she's about to like hand one in, and just splashes it and goes, "Don't lie to us! Tell us the truth, and you'll get a drink of water." Then, like, kind of turning back at Io and Ben, just kind of giving them a wink of like, "Yeah, cop, bad cop." She'll go and stand behind Ben, just slowly sipping on a cold glass of water.
Oh my god.
Just like raises his eyebrows as he watches that. Like, okay then.
Half of it like vaporizing on the shield before it even gets to him.
You're right.
Right, there's just like steam emanating, and
By
he's just,
the time it gets to him,
yeah. He just kind of,
I'm gonna throw him off, y'all.
you definitely confused the shit out of him. He has no idea what the fuck that was about.
He just told us the truth. Tell us the truth. What? It did.
Ven does one of those like side eyes that's like almost an eye roll, you know, but like it's not quite one. It's just more like a very quick, like just looking over her and then like looking
Like,
back at
seriously? This is, are you serious?
No more reaction than that. And no, it's kind of entertaining. Yeah, so did you work for him before you worked for the father?
No, I was working for the father for several years. He was not into slave trading, even though that's where the credits are. So he struck a deal with me. I accepted.
So he just wanted any Force sensitives that you could send his way, basically.
Exactly.
So the bounty was from the father, though, right? For the Jedi itself?
Yeah, but any Jedi that he decided was not the one he wanted to talk to was just paid compensation, and sent on their merry way. He just wants to talk to him. Lord Azatus, however, just they go to him and never heard from him again.
So you don't know what happens to them.
Nope. I'm not
Maybe.
stupid enough to question a Sith.
There's a large drop-sized ball of water that force gets pushed through the shield directly into his forehead and goes, "What does the Father want with the Jedi? What kind of conversations did he have?"
He spits out the water and sputters before he just kind of looks at Ben like, do I answer that?
Yeah, Ben just kind of waves her hand like, go ahead and answer.
She's like, you might as fucking well.
Yeah.
Again, he just kind of shrugs and he goes, that's...
Sends another one. I'm the one asking the question here. I'm sorry. Can you just answer that one? I'm sorry. I'm
Very, he is cooperating. He's
sorry. I'm
doing
sorry. I'm sorry. Having too much fun.
Apparently. He just kind of gives kind of a side glare at Fury because it's like, seriously? Was that entirely necessary? Before he continues to answer,
Like another ball of water, like floating, ready to go.
I don't know what happens with the Father. Nobody knows what happens when you talk directly to him. I just dropped them off and picked them back up.
So you would take them back to like they
To
you just take them
where
back
they
to where you found them? Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
I was a glorified cab driver.
He flicks the water in his forehead again and does whatever the equivalent of an insight check is.
You're doing perception, I think.
Is it
That would be
perception?
that would be perception. So 2 successes. As far as you can tell, Very, he's telling the truth. He really does not know what happens. All he does is drop them off, listen to his boss, and picks them up, takes them back.
He just kind of nods to the two of you guys and just says, "I think our techniques are working."
Then we'll say, so who is the Father then?
Again, he shrugs. And he goes, nobody knows. He operates in the shadows.
Don't
You
make
just-
splash you again. You know.
I'm gonna roll perception this time.
Okay.
Not the best in the world.
That's okay. You didn't really need to. He seriously does not know. He just kind of looks at you guys perplexed and he just goes, do you not understand? He has a vague name for a reason. Nobody knows who he is.
You're a shitty number 2, aren't you?
I mean, I imagine it makes it easy for them to retire and then give the title to somebody else, and nobody knows that it's actually been multiple different people over the years.
I guess technically it's a number 3 since you serve the Sith and the Father.
Well, it seems like it branches off. You know, like
You know,
because
you
the side
can't
doesn't work for the
call it
Father.
2. I mean, because
What?
if you're just a bitch for other people, you can't call yourself a number 2. Everyone on the planet is calling him the number 2 to the Father. Lie of a title.
So Eric, what do you?
God damn it, Michael.
Where are you taking
Trying to hurt
these
feelings.
Jedi then?
mean, you're
Where-
successfully upsetting him, but you're also making the DM laugh.
Answer the Jedi! And she like flicks another water in his face.
What'd she say?
Answer the Jedi.
Jesus
Yuri,
Christ.
calm yourself.
I was just gonna like put his hand on Viri's shoulder, kind of like try to pull her back a little bit to give Ben some space.
Like, let's let the adults talk. I love it.
Work.
Ben's like, Viri, there's no need to yell at him when he's cooperating with us.
Don't tell him the. And just she goes into like her pout. She drinks the rest of the water just
She's like,
slowly.
wait, I thought we had a system.
Just like slowly drinking in front of him. Like, you ain't getting none of it. And just puts her arms like in a pouty like cross against her chest.
Oh,
You're
I love
asking
it.
good questions, Viri. And I was like, say it kind of lower in a voice, you know, like, Viri, you're asking really good questions. Just,
And he's answering them.
he was answering them before you were flinging water in his face.
Just looks back. Will you kindly answer the Jedi's question that she asked of you, sir?
He is so confused.
We'll get a cigarette and a donut later if you comply. Do we have a cigarette? I don't think we have a cigarette. You might not get a cigarette. We will find something equivalent for being nice.
Death stick. There we go. That's what they're called.
Hey. Yeah.
And she does have drugs, so she can
There you go.
really get him high.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So where are you taking these Jedi then to meet with him? How do you even contact him? Like, how does this whole thing work?
He kind of side eyes Viri because he isn't sure if he's gonna get splashed with water at any given second.
Gives
Now we're
them-
not.
The glariest of glares and empty eyes. Like, don't fucking test me right now.
He's terrified of getting fucking splashed again. He's getting sick of this shit.
Hey guys, it's working. I say that out loud.
Jesus Christ. And then he looks back at you, Ben. And he just goes, they contact me, I pick them up from a certain area, and then I message the father. He sends me coordinates, I drop them off, I pick them up once called. That's all I know. The last time I did a pickup that was for him, before I started working for my lord, was on Tattooine.
Onderon, okay.
Call him my lord. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. Does he want you to do that?
It's either that or I lose my head.
Ben like literally does do an eye roll now.
You must now call me my queen. During these interrogations.
He just gives you a look like he is not buying that shit.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I didn't like that either. That wasn't a good. No, I didn't like that one.
Like Mary feels like slimy after she
Very
says
like,
it.
ooh,
She's
no. Ugh.
She's like trying it out for a second. It was just no.
Love it.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, like you said, he is just kind of a glorified chauffeur, and he really honestly doesn't know. He continues by saying that he was sick and tired of just not getting the income he felt he deserved. So when Azatus hit him up, because he was, ferrying these Jedi, if he would lie to his boss and instead send them to him, it would work out better in his favor. But as time passed, he goes on to say that Azatus has been getting darker and darker, angrier and angrier. So now he has no idea how to get out. He wants to live. And he's worried that if he fucks up one more time, he's dead. That's why he feels a little bit safer with you guys. He feels that you guys won't just kill him. With even being captured by you guys, he feels like he'll live longer.
Is this what he says out loud, or is this more of just like what we're picking up from the conversation?
That is what he says out loud.
I mean, as long as we don't let Del get to him, then he should live.
Right.
Theoretically.
Beery
Alright.
takes like a bead of water that's like still falling off his head and just like slowly takes it out and just like pings it back into his forehead. Kind of gives him a like the crazy eye look. So like the two fingers to one finger. Like
See, I'm watching you.
yeah, they might not kill you, but I will take a look. He tries to do it behind Ben's back, 100%.
Okay.
I mean, wouldn't I see the water on his forehead though? Like move.
I mean, it's like
Oh, absolutely.
It's a tiny drop this time, though. It's enough to like remind him of like, I can still do this whenever I want.
Ben just like looks at Fury but doesn't say anything.
She like puts her finger like scratching behind her head, looking around.
That's smooth transition bullshit. Love it.
Ben's look only says, like, in her eyes, just, I know what you did. You know, like, that's what the look says.
I know what you did.
Wait, I don't. What?
I didn't do it. It's fine, right?
So, how long have you been working for Asidus?
He kind of tilts his head like he's kind of thinking it over, trying to do the math. Eventually he just goes about a couple of months, not nearly long enough to earn his good grace.
All right. You say he got that much darker within those months.
He just kind of gives you this look like, are you kidding me? Before he goes on to say, I don't know what experience you have with this dark side shit, but dude's obsessed. He's fucking crazy. There's rumors that he bathes in his enemy's blood, which I wouldn't put it past him. And he is.
Dental
he is
bathing.
searching for something, but he won't tell anybody what.
So when you say he's obsessed, is it a number of things? Or obsessed with his mission?
He's obsessed with his mission. He's obsessed with wanting to know what my old boss knows. And you.
Oh, yeah. She just like kind of waves her hand like, yeah.
He just kind of shrugs because that's no secret. And he goes, I don't know if that man sleeps, but whatever he's up to is taking over everything.
Was it the father? And she kind of like faints as if she's about to flick his forehead again, and like doesn't do anything, but just enough to make him flinch, thinking that she will. And she goes, "Is it the droids, the father's thing, or your lord's thing?" Like does it mockingly.
he flinches for a little bit before he realizes that you were just fucking with him.
Yeah.
And
Psychology, bitch.
right?
Oh my god.
He just shakes his head to kind of calm himself down from the psychological torture.
Sorry, master.
Didn't mean for that evil laugh to escape.
Aaron, he's so bad at an evil laugh.
Lord. Yeah, he just shakes his head and he goes, they were under my lord's orders. He found this factory that makes them and sends them out, so...
And why would you need a factory here if they're made where he was?
It was so that we could mass produce them here instead of mass produce and ship them.
All this was set up in the past few months?
Again, he shrugs. What he did before I came on board, I couldn't tell you. I do know this was before me.
Factory
So-
on Tattooine was before you?
What'd
Yes.
she say? Sorry. I missed the question.
Basically, she was clarifying whether the factory on Tattooine was before him as well.
Mm.
Just the Starforge or whatever other factory he's.
Yep.
Yeah, how many factories are we talking about here?
Eric kind of tilts his head. Again, thinking, trying to calculate from what he knows before he just kind of shakes his head and goes, I don't have any numbers, but
She flicks him. How many do you know?
he's jarred a little bit before he, again, gives you a glare because he's getting real sick of this shit.
Gives him the glare right back. Like, yeah, so am I.
I love it. He goes, hundreds, I think. I don't know. I was only under control of this one here. However many else he has out in the galaxy, I couldn't tell you. I wasn't allowed that information.
So he was the one that was having you attack random towns around here?
He nods.
Do you know the purpose behind that?
He wanted to test the droids, see what they could do, see if they could be fixed. And then he pauses, and you see a brief flicker of fear cross his face before his voice gets less cocky and more subdued. Before he goes, and his apprentice was coming to personally oversee it because I guess she has some talents with droids and things like that. And if she finds us, we're all dead.
I don't worry about that so much. We're planning on leaving soon. Anyway. But we did see a little bit of her. Do you know much about her at all?
All I know is he found her a couple of weeks ago. She was damn near dead. He brought her back, and she is one pieced off piece of work, let me tell you.
Have you had interactions with her?
He just kind of shakes his head and goes, not in person, but over some various calls.
So was she sent? You said she was sent over because you had failed, or to supervise. You had mentioned that you failed. What have you been failing at that he was so angry about?
I haven't been able to find a particular Jedi that he's looking for, not you. He's pissed off about that. He's pissed off because the droids aren't mass producing like he wanted. They were still going very, very slow.
So what was he doing when he came here like a month ago?
Checking on the progress of the droid factory and issued me that order to find a specific Jedi.
Oh, is that the one? That wasn't because you have the. He's looking for two, right? He's looking for me, and he's looking for someone else you mentioned, right?
Sorry, droid or DM was allergic to evil bullshit. He just nods in affirmation.
Okay. So when he mentioned he was looking for me, did he say anything else? Give any other information? Why?
I guess he's building a future for the two of you. That's what he said.
All right. I'll think this guy.
Bullshit!
I don't think this guy understands what it means to build a future with somebody.
Does I say that out loud? Because that's really funny.
Yes.
Oh, she wouldn't. I don't know how I would see it, but she does look over and sort of smirk at him a little bit.
I was like, this motherfucker needs couples counseling.
Yeah.
He does.
Io like pulls out a counselor's license that we never knew he had.
Right?
I would be happy to offer my service.
Let's start when you were 5.
It's the true reason why the scientist tortures him.
Yep, he went
She
full psychological, like, let's talk about your trauma. No!
Got Sai to cry.
That's what really did it in right there.
Exactly.
Someone walked in. Close the door!
Like I said, it's a straight Spaceballs moment. Just, GC, I see something, sir. Good, get out!
So he didn't seem like he wanted to kill me.
Hell no. He wants you to rule by his side.
Did he really say that to you?
He
Yeah.
had someone with him last time in the casino. He said all this in front of her.
No, last time he came by himself.
I thought
Wait, we
I thought
did see him
saw
with the
with wife or whatever. Where
he went with Zendaya.
Zendaya, yeah. That was a different time.
Yes.
You said he's only come once.
I don't think she. Oh, did you say that?
I don't remember.
It was once or twice. I don't remember. That was forever ago.
I thought you just said he had only been here once, about a couple months, like a month ago or something like that. The first time when he first approached you was with Zendaya.
Right.
And
Yeah.
about a month ago.
And then,
Oh,
yes, that. There you go. Yeah. Sorry.
so that was
I
when he first
think I
started working for him.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, DM does not know how to proper fucking English.
What even is English?
Fuck if I know, because I don't know it.
don't know this English that you speak of.
So how many people, force sensitive people, have you handed off to? That is.
The only language I speak
Is Dr. Pepper.
is Dr. Pepper.
Love it. To answer your question, Ben, he just kind of shrugs because he doesn't have the exact numbers, but he goes, dozens. I couldn't tell you an exact number, but
Some again. You're a shitty accountant. Number 2.
That's why he's number 2.
2.5. Barely.
he just kind of scoffs and he just goes, I could care less about the people. I care about the money. That's where my math works.
Then you should know how many slaves you profited off of.
Nope, because each one has its own price.
I have to teach you the value of lives. They're priceless. That'll be for round 2.
Would Viri's comms be on during this discussion?
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
She was like, like Mira was like, I don't want to hear this. And she was like, oh, let me turn my comms off. And she turned them on.
Angel, with that being said, can Mira look and see if there's any record of how many slaves he's sold recently?
Sure. Go ahead and do me a computers check.
I love the quiet, like, it's not even secret research, just her doing it without telling anyone. It's
Yeah.
great.
She does that all the time. What are you
I
talking
know.
about?
It's funny.
I know.
It's a good time.
Okay, so that's gonna be 11. Yeah, that's 11d6.
I also like how Kamira didn't really want to be there for the interrogation,
Plus 2.
but it's like the most chill interrogation ever.
Right.
It's not even an interrogation; it's just a discussion.
Yeah, if Dell was
really
here, it'd be a
is.
different story, but
Theory was trying to make it into somewhat of an interrogation, was shut down.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's got to be a good
9,
cop, bad
10,
cop. You can't let him
11,
get comfortable.
12,
Right.
13 total.
Okay.
Oh,
with that-
man.
All the 6s.
Yeah.
KJ.
All the 6s. That's great.
Yeah, that was a lot.
You are able to determine that he had. I didn't want to say harvested because that just sounds weird. But he has sold approximately 1,500 slaves.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
was there a number on force sensitives that he handed over?
About 550.
A third.
Well, we don't know that right now in the interrogation.
Right.
Just
Okay.
ready for them.
Yeah, no, it's good to know. Wow, I don't know.
That pisses Mira off.
Right.
Understandably.
Makes sense.
That's a good thing.
Angel,
Yes, dear.
can I talk to you in whispers real quick?
Sure. It won't be recorded, but sure.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, we will be right back.
Someone's about to get electrocuted with a charge overcharge, just like they
He
did
just
in
dies. Like,
Republic.
wait, we needed him.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. He's like,
It may
I
have
didn't
been
do
me.
anything. I have lightning powers now. Oh my god.
I didn't even know. It's Ray all over again.
Favorite movie. Oh,
What?
it's like my favorite scene in the movie when she accidentally did force lightning.
Oops.
Like, especially just like, I mean, they too quickly reversed Chewbacca. Like us thinking.
Oh,
Chewbacca.
I know that was dumb.
If they had spread that out into like the end of the movie, and then Chewbacca like was, like I don't know, on the ship, and they saved him at the end or something like that. Like that'd be different.
Yeah,
I
it
totally
definitely
don't
was.
remember this at all.
Oh,
You know when
really?
From the last.
Chewbacca, or like the scene when Kylo Ren was on the X-wing and she did the flip over it, and then Chewbacca was being taken off on the ship, and Kylo and Rey were like using their force powers to like both try and like. Well, she was trying to keep the ship from leaving, and Kylo was kind of almost doing a test of wills with her, like, oh well, if you're gonna try and keep it from leaving, I'm gonna make sure it leaves, type of thing. And try
Oh,
and
okay,
rip
now I
it.
remember that.
She got angry and focused too much. And then the one thing that they said, like in one of the behind the scenes, is that they made her do the lip curl that Palpatine does when she does her lightning bolt.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
fun.
That's awesome.
I not that I don't like Chewie or anything, but I kind of wish they would just commit it and have her killed him. That would have been really interesting.
Went crazy.
Yeah, like just let something bad happen. It's okay.
Chewy though.
That's why Rogue One was so good, because they killed everybody. I was like, oh, look at that.
It was
Everybody
great. I
died.
know.
They saved the day, but damn, they couldn't save it themselves. Yay.
That's kind of creepy. Made a Lego version of this guy's house. Apparently, there's this like couch, not this couch, this house that one of the coaches in the NFL. It's like really, really, really nice. Like even the NFL players are like, "Bro, I want that house." And so they always like keep on making fun of it and bringing up like, "Hey, this coach is in style." And then apparently today they're showing that someone made a Lego replica of his house. And I'm like, that's just creepy. It's just super creepy to me. Weird. Hunter Bryant, go get a tight end. All right, we're up. We're picking. I'm glad we're on break.
I need to watch the last Star Wars movie again. I haven't seen it since like it came out
I want to buy
in
it.
theaters.
Yeah.
It's on Disney Plus.
What?
Or it's on
Since when?
at least Voodoo.
Huh?
It'll be on Disney Plus soon.
Oh, I was gonna say I didn't think it was because I was kind of waiting around for it. I didn't find it.
I know it's on Voodoo. That might be what I was thinking. I think Jason's sister bought it or something like that.
I just
But-
gotta go and buy all the Star Wars movies because my brother took them all when we moved.
Let's get
Like,
Disney
oh.
Plus. It's got all of them up there.
I
And
can't
Onward.
afford Disney Plus.
Well, if you can afford to get all the other videos, you can afford to get Disney Plus.
I can't afford to get them now, but someday I have to when I have a
Okay,
job.
there you go. I'll give you that.
I'm old fashioned. I like having DVDs,
That's fair.
which is handy when the internet goes down. It's like, oh well, I don't have internet for a day, but I can still watch movies. And everyone else is like, oh, I don't have anything to watch because I don't have internet.
What is this thing called a book? No. They've been in sequence for a while now.
Oh.
James Smith Williams? I've never even heard of this guy. Need a tight end. Hunter Bryan was available. He's only had 8 sacks. Pathetic.
The hell are you even
Awful
talking
seventh
about?
round choice.
I don't know. I'm just.
She got distracted. She's watching sports on her data pad.
Mira is
Alrighty
happy
then.
again.
Mira is satisfied.
How dead is Eric? That's all you gotta tell us.
He fucked. He very fucked. He just don't know it yet.
Oh my, it's gonna be exciting. Can you hear me rubbing my hands together in glee?
Oh, wait until you guys hear exactly what Mira did. Anyway, yeah, that's yeah, you won't be able to get much more info out of him. It's very clear he is definitely an underdog in all these situations.
Yeah.
Which is why he chose to betray the father. But
Mhm. I
Tell
guess
us
the
who
other.
we can capture for more info.
Yeah. That's a good question.
what was that?
Tell us who we can capture for more info.
You know nothing. You're lower than nothing. You're worse than dirt. Your breath smells, and your upper lip is hairy. She loses luster of it.
Clearly.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Answer him.
Yeah, he just kind of gives you this weird look before he goes, the only one who would know more than me is the father, and if you can get any information out of him, you are way better than me.
You've never
Well-
met our little friend.
He wants to talk to Jedi, doesn't he?
Yes.
There we go. How do you contact him?
What the hell was that?
How do you contact him?
He kind of pulls on the cuffs to show that he can't really do it, but he goes, I have a secure channel that we speak on, but only I have it.
Do you now?
How do
A
you
wild variant or a wild mirror has appeared. Oh no.
Nope, I'm still listening in on the comms that
Yeah,
Fury-
I was about
Oh,
to say.
okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if she said it like in like a comms or something. How do you contact Decidus? Same thing.
He nods.
We'll take those off of you then.
I think we already did.
Yeah, you guys did. He has nothing on him other than the clothes on his back.
Thought it was a number. I thought we had to get out of his mind. I'm sorry. I don't know how these things work.
I love it.
He flicks them
Alright.
just for flicking sake.
Jesus Christ.
For extra
So-
flicking sake.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll have to discuss
Group now?
what we do here.
Okay.
Does anyone else have any questions for him?
Nah, not really.
Sure to put in group note.
So what?
Huh?
You're cutting out pretty bad. I don't even know what you're saying.
Same.
I wasn't talking to you guys. My bad. Jason walked in. Whispering.
How dare Jason distract you?
There's important Veery interrogation attempts happening right now. No interruption.
Right?
Interrogating a man. Stop getting distracted by your lunch order and
I
stuff.
flick him again.
Priorities. God damn.
I tell him he can wait when I'm ready.
Lord.
Okay. So, yeah. So she'll just say, "We'll figure out what we're gonna do later, I guess, with you."
I thought we were just. Is he not dying? He just says it out loud to you guys.
Oh, Jesus.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, I was about
Not
to say
yet.
not yet. She'll say he might still be able to get us to the next place we need to go.
Right, but he's not going like free, right? I mean, like he like slaves people, so I mean that's like you can like compassionately take care of him, right? He's like Ben the Giant of winks. It's a bad wink. He doesn't wink well.
A gentle blade between the ribs.
Yes.
A gentle blade between the ribs.
Shush, quiet now, quiet.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she'll just say, yeah, Eric, no one here is happy about what you've been doing to people. I just want to make that clear.
He just kind of looks at the cuffs before he just looks at you, and he goes, "No shit."
So, thank you for answering our questions, and we'll figure out what to do with you later.
Figure out what
But-
to do with them. She winks again.
Definitely would consider a change of career. I mean, you wouldn't want to be very visible anymore anyway.
um, he just kind of sighs and he goes, "Trust me, I've already thought of that."
I'm questioning that laugh.
I feel like that is Mira actually losing her shit in the kitchen. So the camera just like cuts away from the interrogation to Mira losing her shit, and Revan just looking at her very confused.
This guy thinks he has a life after this.
Cool. I'm pretty sure we're done. I can't think of anything else to.
Yeah, I got nothing, so I'm good. Jesus, that's so creepy.
I'm sorry.
I have a
Y'all don't know
lot
what-
of concern.
Y'all don't know what I did.
There was a lot of shit.
No, there was only 3 things.
Well, yeah, fair.
Only 3.
Only
Only
three.
3.
Only 3.
My bad.
Cool. So I guess we could probably go back to the main area.
Okay.
And talk.
Talk amongst yourselves and figure out the next steps, I presume.
Yes.
As they
Okay.
walk away, Veery just kind of flicks with her thumb the metal bolt to the same spot she's been flicking the water, right in the middle of his temple, and then takes the bolt with her to make sure he doesn't have access to it.
That is fair. Very fair.
Hoping around this time he realizes how bad the middle of his forehead hurts from being pelted with it for hours on hours.
Oh yeah, he wants to rub that particular spot really, really badly because it hurts, and he can't figure out why the fuck he can't.
So do you all walk back into the main area?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Io.
Oh, yeah. He veers over towards her.
Here. I improved your shield.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Holy shit.
You just looked at it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Damn, Mira, that's some fine work.
I love it.
So, you know that Mira's comms was on the whole time, right?
Mira's comms were on?
No, sorry, Fury's comms were on. My bad.
I was gonna say, is she talking in third person now? Is she okay?
Yes, she's
Slowly
totally
losing
okay.
it.
Probably hear like feedback since like Veery's walking into the room as she's saying that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This one, and there's like a louder beep. Nope, shit. It just presses all of them. All right. She's like broadcast on the ship. Shit. I'm sorry. Sorry, Del. No, I didn't mean to wake you. Shuts off her data bed. Good.
Okay, so you heard everything. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I did. He's a real piece of shit.
Yes. Are you all right?
Kind of brings back a lot of bad memories.
Yeah.
Whenever I was sold.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm sorry you heard it then.
It's just a reminder that they don't think of us as people.
Yeah.
Are we gonna let him go?
I'm not sure.
Well, whenever you get a chance, I'd like to talk to you and Ven, please.
Who's the other? You and who?
You and Ven?
But
Talking
I'm
to
Finn.
Oh boy.
Do you mean Veery?
No. I thought I was talking to Io and right now because I handed Io the.
Van just kind of took over talking, so I assumed
I have
she
been
was-
like walking over somewhere else, and looking over the ship, and like kind of like staring off in different direction, looking at his armor. Huh? What?
No, he's
Well,
busy.
shit.
He's busy
See, I'm
putting on
looking
the
at
belt.
roll 20. I'm not looking at Discord, so I don't know who's talking.
I could say Van was within hearing range.
Yeah. Do me and Lucy's voices sound the same?
Well, Lucy got the new
Apparently.
headset, so kinda. Yeah.
So Rob and Mike sound the same, Lucy and Rachel sound the same, and I just sound like me.
Well, yeah, I'm the one that's been talking this whole time. Rob has his support.
Yes.
So she needs to talk to Io and Van at some point.
Yes, please. There's some things you should know.
Oh, sure. I'm
Hi,
usually pretty
I
quick.
just will leave you guys alone. Have fun. And she just like walks out of the room. Funny that no one wants her help today.
Aw. Very.
Oh no.
No,
Revan will follow with a muffin. It's okay.
He's fine. Barry's fine.
I think I can make it up to Viri.
So am I here now? I was talking to her, but you didn't know I was talking to her, so I don't know what to do.
Is it Io and Vin in this room now?
Yes.
I think so.
Because nobody has
Yes.
moved their tokens on
Yeah,
roll 20.
okay.
And I
Yeah,
was like,
we
I
will-
don't know where people are.
Fine,
Yeah.
I'll just go by myself.
Oh, but Viri, it's just, but. mm,
I'll just say she'll get over it. What do you need to talk about?
Well, since I overheard y'all asking him questions, I looked into how many people he sold.
Okay.
He sold 1,500 people into slavery.
Jeez.
And out of that, at least from his records, about 550 force sensitives.
Oh my god.
Ben just like shakes her head.
And it made me feel really bad. Because it reminded me of whenever I was sold. I got really angry.
It's
Did you do
Wow.
something?
So I may have been doing some stuff while y'all were talking to him in there. I don't think there's any problem with letting him go now if y'all are done. Other than he'll probably end up getting hunted down by a lot of other people.
What'd you do?
Well, I made it look like he had like a private server that had a whole bunch of like really bad stuff on it. And then I sent it to any family member that he had so that they would disown him. And then I put on his permanent record that he was a pedophile. So if he ever goes to prison, he's going to be in bad ways. And then I made it look like he stole money from all of his counterparts and business partners. And then I routed that money to another account that I have access to. So I know then you were worried about money, right?
I mean, it was a concern in case of emergency.
I don't think you need to worry about money anymore.
So many things Vera does is like that is just like sort of takes her a minute to process. Like, you go first, Io. Thoughts?
We kind of have
Damn,
a lot
Mira.
now.
I applaud you for your sneakiness.
I just don't like being reminded of being sold.
No, I
Those are
can't
the
blame you.
worst kind of people.
Definitely. I was just like, okay then. Glad she's on our side.
But we do have 4.7 now that we could use.
That's a lot.
Oh, not 4.7 million. No, 4.7 billion.
Io is just like in absolute shock. He's never had that much money.
So you stole this money from his business partners?
Him and all of his business partners and made it look like he did it.
Same.
So he shouldn't have a safe place in the galaxy to run to. Just like any slave that escapes doesn't have a safe place to run to.
Well, I
Bomb drop.
understand why you would be angry. I really would have appreciated if you would have talked to us before you did that. It's a pretty big, significant change.
But you
I-
were worried about money, right?
Yeah, and it.
And he's a slaver.
Yeah, well, my
He
worry
deserves
is.
worse.
Oh yeah, I know. Listen, I understand the anger. I also felt it when you gave me those numbers of how many people. I mean, I felt. I'm angry that there are 500 younger, more sensitive people that were sent aside as I don't know what would be happening to them right now. Other people, I don't know what's happening to them. I understand. What I worry about is if name is all across and people are hunting him down. You know, who's to say that Asidas won't find him first and be able to find out about us?
Well, when Asidius have been able to find him no matter what?
Potentially. I guess it just seems more like there's a spotlight on it, but maybe that won't be the case. Not sure.
Because I would have figured that Asadius and or his apprentice would have already been looking for Eric because he's not there to receive the apprentice that
This,
was coming.
yeah. So was your intention to have him caught by someone else first?
Well, more like making sure that, you know,
Covering our
even if
asses.
Asadius is looking for him or tries to come after him, at least there will be competition.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. Yeah. Um yeah, I guess I'll also just say, and we were trying to potentially use him and his cooperation to get us closer to the father potentially. But if we ruined his life now, I'm not sure how much he's going to want to cooperate with us.
Oh. Sorry.
I think, Mira, sometimes it's just important to talk to people about what you want to do before you do it. I mean, you can. I'm not mad, but
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
is that what she says?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's how it comes across to her.
I think you have a lot of really good ideas, but I think we all need to make sure that we communicate with each other before they happen.
Okay.
I think everybody on this ship needs to get better at communication.
Yes, that's definitely an issue, I think. So you're not being singled out here. It's something I need to work on. It's something Dell needs to work on. I don't think Viri really needs to work on it. She's pretty good at it.
Actually, it's probably about now is you guys get a little like text visual message from Beery. Says, since I'm not wanted on the ship, I'm going out because I have all this rich money to spend. I have 74,000 guys, probably more than y'all have, and I'll be around town later if you need me. Almost enough. Ha! You didn't see me leave the ship. Like thinking about this, I was like, where is she going off to? And then you guys are like, yeah, Fury would let us know before I'm like, not so much about that one.
She's being a
Well,
spiteful little teenager. I love it.
Is
It's like we're gonna have to go find Fury.
I mean,
I'm turning my tracker off
Mira
at
is
the
a
end of the
teenager.
message, and her tracker is still on, or like it gets turned on.
Want to say something, Rob?
Mira is still a teenager. She acts without thinking.
Yes, she does.
She's learning, though.
That's the
Baby.
important thing.
There we go. We're learning. But thank you for telling us.
Well, I know you were worried about money and all that. So,
Yeah, I think we'll be set now.
We are so set.
Beery's walking out with 74K, thinking she's like the richest person around. Change.
Sorry, who wants to get Veery?
I guess I can go after her.
Now that the conversation is not focused on Mira, she's just gonna kind of get up and walk back to the engine room. Go hide in some crates.
Aw, baby.
Zeke is running after her. Zeke's
I
like, wait!
I mean, I don't know how well she's gonna hide, because as soon as Jax and Joseph see how she is, like her aura, they're immediately gonna be there at her side. So
Yeah.
but Io and Ven, you guys are gonna go on the hunt for Veery.
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Let's go get her troublesome youth.
All these kids.
Damn youngsters.
Getting a headache all the time now.
I love it. Our troublesome youth.
And it's not like it's hard to find her. You have her tracker.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we have one teenager that is hacking in
Fine.
without talking to anybody. Then you have the other teenager running around with all her money.
Y'all are straight up an episode of Dr. Phil.
No
Good
kidding.
lord. All right, so off we go.
Off we go. This is the
Looking-
first time Io and Ben have ever been alone together.
What do they talk about? What kind of small talk do they say?
You know
That's
what? I am curious about that as well.
Right?
That's a very good question.
I mean, Ben's not like a small talk person.
Now's your
What they
chance to
ask.
become friends.
Would Ven be wearing her armored robes on this outing to go find Veery?
Beery's not.
Probably no then. I'm guessing not. Probably my
No.
room.
Okay.
I don't know what I'd talk about with Io.
Since Ven and Io are out, Mira feels bad about making Ven worry, so she's gonna go and upgrade Ven's armored robes.
Oh, what a sweet baby.
She's the best child.
She is. She tries so hard.
I really know what I would talk about either.
Yeah.
Can we just take a hot second here, though, to appreciate the fact that the child who hacks shit is the good child?
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Like,
whoa,
I'm just throwing
whoa.
that out there.
What is that supposed to mean? This is the first time Veery's gone off on her own. Ever.
Oh yeah. But yeah, that's not true.
Very
Well, I don't
much.
know. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if Ben would say anything if I was not saying anything.
It's just extreme awkward.
I love it. Okay, well then, I guess there's no socialization going on there. Bunch of weirdos.
I would just seem like pretty chill, like, and they have an unspoken like camaraderie lately. I feel like because like they're both being like, hey Veery, hey Mira, chill a little bit. Like, and they keep doing that.
It's like everybody chill. Jesus. All of you.
Yeah. Ben has this like silent appreciation for Io.
And between and like the chaos of Dell and everything too, like oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I will say something to Io. I'll say I could tell you had you were gonna have my back when Dell was about to go kill Eric. So thank you.
You're welcome. I don't want him killing people before we've gotten what we need out of them anyway, so
Yeah. I am wondering if this might not be the last time this happens.
probably not. Real honest here.
Yeah. I may have to act quicker next time. I was very close to knocking him out.
Yeah. I was gonna go in and hit him if needed.
Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page.
Me too. There's just the others just stress me out so much some days.
Yeah, I didn't realize that when I was in Coruscant that was calm, you know what I mean? So now. But they bring a lot of good things too. I guess it's worth it.
Yeah, I reckon
It is worth it. Yeah. They're really young. They have an excuse.
Two of them anyway.
Yeah, the two have an excuse. The older one, not so much. I think we're done.
Yeah, that's probably it. Eventually down the line they'll have more to say.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe whenever someone else does something and then they're like, so how what's your stress level right now?
What is your stress level? I love it. Okay. Yeah, you guys are able to find Miri. She is getting her hair did.
On a exquisite table in a white robe, cucumbers on her eyes, someone massaging her feet in her hands, and her hair is being redone to look like this because hair therapy.
I mean, it's
She's
true.
spending 73,000 credits.
Why is the hair that expensive?
She's going all out. Going
In
back
LA?
to
All the treatments.
all the
That is
treatment.
cool hair, though.
Molecule and muscle stimulation and
Oils
toxin.
For the people at home who can't see the Discord, so it starts off as a darker red and fades into white at the tips.
Really bright red.
It's really close to Ven's hair color. The
Really?
dark part. Well, the dark part is. And then it fades into a really cool white.
She does it subconsciously because I thought your hair was brown.
No. No, it's like her skin is red and then her hair is like dark red.
That's cool. Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, actually, I noticed that because when you wrote that snippet, you said something about brown hair, and that's why I didn't realize it was Ben because you had said brown hair, and I was like, "Oh, who's this brown-haired person?" So he's walking the salon, and she's like,
Doesn't know y'all are there. She is vegetation mode. She had an appointment she had to make.
So is her hair done, or is it in the foils?
I don't know. She's in the middle of her massage. I don't know about her hair. I don't know that shit. As a dude, we go and get a haircut around 15 minutes. I have no clue how long this stuff takes. I don't know what the process is.
Sometimes
We'll
it takes
say-
like 4 or 5 hours.
We'll
From
say
experience.
that we'll say that the hair is being a work in progress right now.
She's got like a bunch of like stuff in her hair.
Got to take out the blue.
That's true.
Process.
Oh man, you'd be there for 6 hours. Maybe space technology makes it faster.
I'm sure they make it faster.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I made it back.
You guys saying anything to her, or you guys just being like, "Oh, she's fine," and then going back to the show?
Maybe we need some hair treatments.
Like I couldn't use a day at the spa. Ben's like, yeah, I've never. Yeah, interesting. She's like just kind of looking around the salon, just sort of like, Don't have much experience with stuff.
Saying Io would look super dope for this. You could kind of match.
Oh, cool.
Just saying.
He would
Black hair with
actually.
red tips. That's actually that is awesome. Yeah. Very depending upon how observant you're being, you were able to sense your Jedi Master and the pilot there just kind of.
She is not being observant whatsoever. She is in all Veery mode, enjoying this. The world. I don't care about nothing, and just being like internalizing. She's shutting off her brain. Essentially, is what all this is about. She's trying not to think about Yara and not to think about anything else. So she would not be any like her guard is completely down. She is not being focused on anybody.
Probably
around her.
better we came.
Like if someone wanted to assassinate her, now would be the time. While she's getting her hair done.
Oh, what the hell? I will get his hair done too. I'm gonna be here for a while.
So does Miri like look over and I was suddenly in the chair next to her?
Like a good 2 hours later. Huh.
Here's
I
the
get-
question: does he need his visor taken off at any point during the treatment?
No, probably not.
Thank God.
What the fuck did they do to your eyes? That's what she wakes up.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like. Oh, go
Her
ahead. Sorry,
saber
you're
out
talking.
starts going after Asian like salon members. What did he do to his eyes? Oh man.
So then, are you gonna have a spa treatment while we're at it?
No.
What?
Nope.
What?
Are you kidding? Can you see Ben getting a spa treatment?
Yeah, I mean they're there. I mean they're there now anyway. If
No.
at any point Veery becomes aware, she will definitely be paying for Ben to get something done, even if it's just like a pedicure. Nails painted.
Well, she at one point she would probably like come over to I don't know if Io went already.
He is in a chair.
He's in the chair right next to Veery.
Yeah, so she'll like come up to both of them and be like, first she'll say to Veery, "Are you having fun?"
What are you guys doing here?
Watching out for you.
I'm fine. She just kind of like turns her head the other direction. I'm surprised you guys even. I'm surprised y'all even wanted to come after me anyway. No, I'm
Oh, Veery.
having a Veery day.
All right.
And like 3 seconds later, but now that you're here, and then she like turns to the host and she's like, she's gonna get the same thing.
Ben's like, I'm gonna go.
It's fine. I'm
Make
paying
sure
for
no one comes
everything,
in.
and just put her through the whole works. You're gonna be ushered in by as many attendants as Aviri can muster. Force you into it.
Ben's like, I don't. That's okay. I'm good.
Don't
I'm
listen to her.
gonna.
I'm paying for everything. It's fine.
I don't. Well, it's not about money. I don't really want. That
Oh,
seems.
don't
Seems
worry. You're gonna
strange.
love it. This is great.
I don't really like. I don't like
So
people
good for the
touching me.
pores. It feels so good.
Yeah, I just I don't like. I don't really
I
like.
know it gets awkward the first
touching
time.
me.
You'll be fine.
No, I'm just gonna.
I was highly entertained listening to this.
Yeah, this is probably the first time you've ever seen her like slightly flustered. It's just, I'm gonna
Just
stand out.
dodging out of
I'm gonna
everyone's way,
stand-
like don't touch me. Stop
yeah,
it.
like using her Jedi reflexes. To be like, no. Okay.
I love it. She is noping the fuck out of this guy.
It's so funny. I was highly entertained.
He's looking around. Oh, where's Mira? You bring her?
No. She
Go message her to come spot for Girls' Day. Dio.
I love how many
was just about to
times
say.
Io has ended up on a girl's day.
I mean, it's not the first time, so she just in Viri's mind, I guess at this point. Oh, I mean, you are the gay best friend. Never mind. I was like, in Viri's head, like the gay best friend. Oh shit, he's the gay best friend.
I was gonna say, excuse me, wait, it's true.
Alrighty.
You don't talk about it, so it's like it's only ever been brought up what twice in like personal conversations.
Yep. The blind pirate is also, or the pilot. Well, I guess pirate.
All right, okay.
Blind pilot is the gay best friend.
And pirate still works too, I guess.
yeah.
He's a smuggler, so technically.
In multiple ways.
I mean, I'll indulge her since, especially I'm noping out of manicures. So I'll, or whatever it is she wants, massage. I'll just message Mira and be like, Viri wants you to come over here. Said something about a girl's day.
Just hear in the background, spa day.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And then Viri just kind of gives Ben like a, I mean, your nails though. Like a very just like looking at him like you're trash.
They're trash.
Like no, that's just the look she's giving you, like kind of like
Oh, okay.
like your grody ass nails. Like
Sure,
you
you
don't
They
want
could
to
do
do
with
that.
some treatment.
There's
It's
a little
like
bit of a sense to Ven's message of urgency to Mira, like, please God save me, help.
For sure there is. Please get the focus off me right now.
I mean, they could use some work. I know you've been on your own for a while. No. Just saying.
I don't know if you noticed this about me, Mira. Or Mira, sorry, I was thinking about, I just read Mira's name in the chat. I don't know if you noticed this about me, Viri, but I don't really care. I guess.
I can tell.
The level of sass, because we're not doing the dark side one shot, is phenomenal.
You needed this for sure to snap back, yeah. Even I'm surprised, like, God damn, Viri. Like, me, why
Girl.
are you mean girling it right now?
Then we'll just say it was already weird enough, the whole dressing up thing a week or two ago. I don't need any more. I think I'm settled for the decade.
Nah. Never too much.
I was like full on manicure pedicuring.
Yeah,
Like,
he's like both his hands out, like one person on each hand. He's just like never too much.
I was totally into this. Like, no, it needs to happen.
I just pictured them like trying to put cucumbers on his eyes, and it just not working.
On top of his face thing.
slime.
They like
just,
tried to put it on the actual eye socket, so they just kind of dropped in. So like, we'll just put it on top of your visor instead.
I would if I don't hear anything from Mira, I would message Joseph and be like, "Can you get Mira? Can you take her over to the salon, please? If she wants to come, please."
Just let them clip them. Just like
I take care of my nails, Miri. I don't just let them.
she's giving you that look like, oh, darling.
I'm just like, I'm gonna make sure nothing happens outside. I'm gonna go outside.
Beery is
Missing out.
definitely the girl that whenever she comes into money, she like just buys the best things, and she's lived it up on Coruscant, at least as far as the underside living it up can be. So this is kind of nice to be like outside of it.
I love it. Yeah, your message to Mira then got no response. Because her clocks are off.
Yeah, I know. That's why I messaged.
Joseph,
That's why I messaged Joseph next to be like, if like Mira isn't responding, can you tell her? And I just like relay the message. See if she wants to
Fury
come.
knows how it works.
Okay. Yep. He will, in his special way, relay the message to Mira that girls are beautifying themselves. Then sounded uncomfortable. If you're up for it, go ahead. I have no idea if Mira would actually go, but like it goes over Joseph's head. He doesn't get it. He is
Yeah.
a guy. He is 100% a guy.
Cool. Okay. Picture it now.
I'm so entertained by this scene.
It's great. It's the best.
And I kind of feel bad for Ben, but at the same time, it's really funny.
Like, I don't know if anyone in her life has ever been like, "Come on, get your nails done. Like, do this." Like,
He has no idea how to
It's
have a
just-
girl's day.
oh no, not at all. Very foreign.
It's about
This
time we
is-
teach her.
Right.
There is a shorter young Padawan in a wrapped up towel robe, little separators in her feet, and she's kind of like walking on the balls of her feet outside of the little shop and like coming right up to you.
Wait, what? It's very like.
It's like all like toweled up,
Oh my-
separators on her painted nails, like still probably tape on her face as it's being like stretched back and poured out or something. I don't know. I'm just making something up. She's just like waddling out to you. So you're on outside of the shop waiting.
Yep. Hoods up, you know.
Mhm.
She like looks you up and down. Just doesn't
Mhm.
say anything.
And
What?
you see like her get kind of a little serious, like kind of a pointed look of kind of trying to tell them like we've been through a lot. I think you'd really like it. I know you don't like being touched. You can tell them to only do certain parts or just your nails. You'll be surprised at how much better it makes you feel and how distracting it can be from what we've been through. It would really, really mean a lot to me.
Wow, she's
Inviting-
tried so.
She is. Because of everything we've been through. I've been through a lot in the past couple of days. This is like one of the first few things that's really taking my mind off of it. And you kind of just see her like, she like looks down for a second, and like you don't usually see her like stumbling on her words. She just kind of goes, and you're the kind of closest thing to like a sister I've ever had. You know, I want to share this with you.
Oh, out of character. She was gonna. I was thinking, nope, doesn't convince her. Nope, doesn't convince her. Nope, doesn't convince her. And then that last line, I was like, oh, dang it.
Dagger in the heart.
So Ven is just like, she just like gives this like really heavy sigh. Like you just asked her to like,
Mhm.
I don't know, take over like all her jobs or something. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Just a very heavy burden you've placed on her. And she'll be like, I'm not gonna sit there for hours. Nails only.
Awesome! And she takes your hand and walks you inside.
Ben looks like she wants to die.
He is so uncomfortable
red.
right now.
Match her hair. It's oh my god, it's gonna look so good. Maybe just like a little like outline, or like a crescent moon of like white. Oh, it looks so good. She sits like she puts you right in between Io and her as you guys are getting your nails done. And, like I'm just saying,
Is Io getting his nails done too? Just
yeah.
okay.
Pick
He's
your
like-
manicures all around, even if it's clear.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's getting the man version, which is like everything except nail polish.
Yeah, like the clear coat. Yeah, totally.
I've been there before. I love it.
I love it so
My mom
much.
made me do it
That's great.
once.
Wait, really?
It
That's
really-
great.
My
It
mom,
makes
yeah,
you
so-
feel so good.
yeah,
And it's
I
good for
love
your hands, even if you don't get painted. Just getting your nails cleaned up is like what
Oh
you
yeah.
should do.
No, okay, yeah, out of character. Manicures are seriously the best. I used to get them like every other week because I loved it so much. And then we moved, and then everywhere else.
Trying to get Van to do it because she knows she'll like them once she tries it. The best. And when I left my inspecting job, because I was like a travel inspector, and it was like we'd get like into like really grimy and oily stuff. Mom forced me to go with her to get a manicure and pedicure because of how trashed my feet and hands were. Because you are not going into an interview without this. I'm like, Mom.
Like
That is
what?
great. Your mom is the best.
Were you like in the interview after the manicure? Were you hiding your nails because you're like they look too good? Would be suspicious.
It was like the next day or that afternoon. Like it was like right away. I mean, they looked great. I was like, oh,
No, they do. It's fun. It's
I
fun.
heard, but they
Yeah, so Ven goes in, looks pretty uncomfortable. But she's doing it.
Or you could get teal to match your lightsaber. It'd be so cute.
Just like, what about gray?
Pen.
What?
Here he goes really quiet and just like,
You straight up just got the gay best friend look at you. Go no.
Like, are you kidding?
even
The friend who
the
can't
people
even
doing-
see colors.
That's harsh.
Even the aliens doing our nails are like,
Maybe a nice blue gray, but not straight gray.
teal gray would look cool. Like a red to match your hair. Maybe even a brown, in a little offset contrast to your skin color. Red-ish brown. Wait, what are you again? It always throws me off.
Yeah, it's like red. Yeah, she has like a red skin tone and then darker red hair. So it's mostly red. Sorry if you hear that faucet.
It's so
I'm trying to make
crazy. I've
this-
never mentally pictured you as having red skin. I know you've said it, but like in my headspace, I've never pictured
Which
that.
is so funny because I draw so many pictures.
It doesn't come across as like red, like a red, like what Lyra is in the dark game. That's red. Are you the same
you
color?
It's the same red.
blind. It is the
Really?
exact same
It
red.
is like the exact same red, actually. Yeah, that's what I thought was funny
Okay,
when we saw
in
her,
your
'cause-
red one, you look brown. You look dark. Just saying. In the Sith one, you look brown.
She is red. You are colorblind.
I think what might be messing with your head a little bit is that I'm usually drawing pictures of her with her lightsaber, and the glow might offset it a little bit, and the color of the lighting might make it look
Looks
like it's
brown to me. Yes,
I
with
promise
reddish
you.
into
Are
it.
colorblind.
Maybe I
I
am.
see it's
but
like a terracotta kind of red.
That is
brown.
red.
Yeah,
That is
it's kind of
still
like
red.
a brick color, kind of.
I see like a reddish brown, but not like a brownish red in my mind.
This is the dress all over again.
Yeah, right.
Oh
It's
God.
definitely not exactly the same as Lyra. Like that's like bright red. This is like dark brownish red, right?
It's like a more dull red, I guess. Like hers is bright on that color spectrum, and hers is like not maybe darker, but it's has less of the color part. It's like less saturated red. You know?
I'm also a guy.
I don't know.
He does not know he's a guy. It's okay.
I have very simple ranges of colors. This is between brown and red.
Well, as like you're talking about, I'm like picturing my coloring wheel when I'm like making the colors. So that's why I'm like, no, it's red, because I'm like in the red section. But to be fair, there's a lot of red and brown, so there you go. Yeah, that thing you just posted is totally red.
The whole time in my head, I was imagining like someone black. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh.
All right.
Okay. So you get your manicure.
I guess I just let them pick my color if they're like giving me so
There
much
you
crap
go.
about it. It's just fine,
Yeah.
you guys pick.
Right? Like we're going with teal with a little like line of red in it. It'll look
I
really
mean,
cool.
the best part is
Red.
they
Like
could
faded.
totally paint Io's nails and he wouldn't know.
That's true. You can put color on them.
I feel like
You
Viri
can't
might
see.
do that. No, because Viri thinks she can see. Nah, he wouldn't do. She wouldn't do that because she thinks he can see.
Yeah, so it'd be like very obvious.
Yeah. And his nails black. Like yeah.
Did you pick teal?
Yeah.
I think she did. Yeah.
Either going black or teal. You can see Ben pulling off the golf look.
I mean, it look good. You know.
Yeah, definitely teal.
Okay. Then you now have teal, beautiful nails.
Probably like the most nicely shaped nails she's ever had.
I'm saying like, and you had okay nails before, but like
Now they're popping.
and now they're popping. We're gonna get a kit to go as well, so we can like do it on our ship. Yeah,
No.
that one. I'll get one of those. Mm-hmm.
Then take some mental note to
That is
hide
like,
that kit
son of a
later.
bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, until they're all done, Viri kind of gets dressed again. She's got like little nice, sexy curls in her hair. It's like a stark red, bright red, not dark red. To not be Ben.
I love it.
Being I can't even think of the word. I can't say it right. Abstentious? No. Abstiensis? No, that's not it.
Ostentatious.
Ostentatious. Thank you.
Man, I was hoping we were gonna let him suffer a little bit longer to figure out how the fuck to English, because that was great.
Actually, I'll let you guys pick. She either does white or she does red going down to white. She does this.
Ooh, that black to red, black to red.
Except for upkeep, that's gonna be a nightmare. But it looks coolest.
I mean, it's
Depends on
space,
how.
so
True.
also Star Wars. Kilo.
All I could imagine when I saw that was like the just the line of like white roots growing out from the black like 2 weeks later.
Kind of look cool.
No, that looks cool. I like the black and red.
Okay. She's going deep end. Going black hair down to the red.
Yes.
So she'll
Meanwhile-
be even more set for whenever she turns to the dark side.
Yeah,
Yep.
right.
That's it right there. That's it. That's the hair she's
Oh, that's
wearing.
cool.
I love that
approve.
braiding. That's pretty.
Also, Angie, Fury is gonna try and duck out from the two of them. Now that she realized she didn't turn her tracker off, she's gonna try and turn it off and dip away from the two of them without being noticed.
Okay.
How are we gonna do that?
Let's see here.
Since they followed her to the salon.
I am gonna say for
I got stealth, right?
that, yeah. For you, it would be stealth. For Io and Ben, it would probably be perception.
How perceptive is Io today?
I want to let Viri roll first. Wow, that's a lot of extremes.
Oh, wait, nope, there's more because my armor. I forgot. I get one automatic success if I remember correctly. I get one automatic success to stealth, so 2, 9, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Should be 8, if my math is correct.
9. So you get an automatic success.
Okay.
Can't see me.
I'm gonna blow some force dice because I have so freaking many. Why not?
There you go.
Whoops. Wait. Sorry. Wrong. I screwed up.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my gosh, that is so many 2s and 1s.
Yeah, he doesn't see shit. He's distracted. With a cucumber falling in his eyes.
Veery is gonna dip out and probably show back up to the ship in about 2 to 3 hours.
Literally,
Yeah,
like
so
we're like starting to leave, and then we look, and Viri's just gone. We're like,
basically, yeah.
Teenagers.
girl's gonna kill me.
She's probably just like doing one of those teenager things where like she shakes you like and then just like waits outside the ship like, okay, I'm just gonna wait to show up to make it seem like I was out doing stuff, but I was really just by the ship the whole time and you didn't know where I was.
Are your comms on, Viri?
No, because I don't think she would have attempted to do anything after she realized that y'all found her with the tracker and
Okay.
at all. So there'd be no like, I mean, use the comms to call. You know what I mean? Like, because it's usually like the reverse happens. So when she tries to do something and then something else happens, that's when they get turned on.
Yes. Okay. Well, is there like a texting thing?
You can calm her, like she'd get the message, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. So she'll message you however that looks, if it's text or voice. I get my nails done for you, and then you just leave.
For a first guilt trip.
All the guilt trips today, Jesus.
She just messages back. I needed to do something for myself. Back to the ship momentarily.
Then I'll leave it. It's fine. I mean, she couldn't probably tell from the tone of the message because Ben's really bad at tone in messages, I feel like. But she was mostly joking.
That needs to learn how to use
Still totally-
emoticons.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and take a couple minute break, and we'll do that kind of time skip where everyone gets back to the ship and kind of go from there. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Be back in about 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Well, if everyone's back, we will go ahead and get back into it. So yeah, you guys kind of.
is recording.
It's been recording.
Oh, this whole time I thought you turned it off.
No.
No.
Oh shit! There's this whole break in between where I'm like, now.
Yeah.
Musical interlude presented by.
Okay. Cool.
Embarrassing.
Mike's
That is-
musical
that is
interlude.
staying in. That is 100% staying in. Everything but like dead silence is going to be staying in.
Dead silence. Bleh.
But yep, you get Io, Ven, you make it back to the ship after getting your nails did.
Your nails are so pretty now.
Yes.
Ben's
And,
hiding her nails in her pocket.
she is so awkward. I love it.
Off as soon as she gets back to her room.
What'd you say?
You like scrub them off as soon as you get back to the
Yeah.
room.
Ugh. I'll leave them for tonight.
No worries. So yeah, after a couple of hours, everyone kind of returns back to the ship. Then when you go to your room, you notice that your armored robes are folded very neatly and beautifully on the foot of your bed.
Okay. Cool. I'll look at them, I guess.
Okay. Mira, what did you do to them?
What
I
did you
made,
do to them?
Have explosives inside, you pick them up and you die.
I made them much more effective.
Okay. What does that mean?
If you look at your character sheet, you'll see your defense ratings have changed.
What were they before?
They were 1, 2, and 2 before,
What are they now?
which worried me because you have less health than I do. And I was like, holy shit!
Yeah, that definitely needed some updating.
Yeah. Well, that's very fancy. Cool. Yeah. Wait, what's your health?
Mine?
Yeah.
Fucking 15.
Yeah. Okay.
Your health is only 15?
Yes, my health is only 15.
My health is
Jesus.
12.
Jesus Christ, guys. Mine's a 30.
Oh,
One.
Mine's a 29.
Oh. I mean, I have a lot of
Aw.
strain.
I mean, that's great and all, but damn, y'all got to get your hit points up.
What do you spend to get those up? I was actually going to ask you that
10.
earlier.
Just 10 per one.
Oh,
10
10 for
XP.
one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 XP for 1 point.
Okay. Might be something I do in the future.
I was not aware that I could spend experience points for health.
Oh, well, now you know.
Okay.
Hooray.
She put
Health
it,
and
it's like one of the
strain, I
pinned
think it
messages because I think
Yeah.
Della was doing implants and then asked about that.
Ah, got it.
I had like
That's pretty
when you-
cool. So it'll take 7 for people to hit me?
voice.
Like if an enemy rolls, right?
Mhm.
Then in order for them to hit you, as long as you're aware of it and you know that it could be potential combat, they would have to get 7 successes in order to hit you.
Okay. Cool.
Is
Mhm.
it hit and meet, or do you have to go one above? You know what I mean? You mean what I know?
Oh, I don't know about that. That's a question for Angie.
Has to be above.
Okay. Do crits count as 2 then? Or do they count as 1?
Crits count as 2.
Okay.
Yep, they count as 2.
Okay, that makes sense. Cool. Well, I'm pretty sure I would know who did that. That's pretty obvious. So I will try and see if I can find her. What?
I mean, it could be, Joseph. He could have a crush on you, and this could be his way of, showing affection.
I
If
mean,
your
he did say
Padawan
I was
spend
a
a lot of money
good-looking
on you.
woman. What'd you say? Sorry.
Maybe your Padawan spent a lot of money on you. I mean, you don't know.
Well, what's funny is I didn't even hear both of you.
What?
I didn't
Guess we
hear
both
you
cut out.
or Mike.
Oh.
So what did you say, Rach?
Oh, when you said you never know Joseph might have a crush on you, I said, well, he did call me a good-looking woman, so...
I mean, yeah, he thinks you're fine as hell.
I don't know if that's a exact compliment, but okay.
Mara does not want to think about her brother hooking up with anybody.
Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Sounds like a wow, wow.
Much to Dell's dismay, things don't work out with Zeta, so Ven and Joseph hook
And
up.
Joseph immediately.
Yeah. I only say that because he's like your favorite NPC I've created.
I mean, I do love him.
You do. You really do.
Do you love him? Love him?
Love him. I mean, if I was like a different character, I would totally try and go for him as an NPC.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Just saying. But this is not the right character to do that with. We're really off topic, sorry. I'm like making dinner while I'm doing
Rachel,
this.
I feel like
What?
you're getting flustered and blushing over there.
No, I can't focus. I'm trying to make dinner right now.
She's trying.
Multitask.
She's so wrapped up in thinking about hooking up with Joseph. It's
I know. So flustered. JK. Okay, so I'm gonna go try and find Mira.
Okay, Mira, where is you?
Good luck. I climbed back in the storage crates and fell asleep after crying.
Aw.
Zeke is still there with me.
Clawing, trying to get out under your arm.
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel like a Jedi would be able to find you just by sensing you, but
Probably. Mira has stealthy bonuses, but I don't know if that matters while she's asleep.
not so much.
Balls.
So yeah, you
AWLS.
find the adorable sleeping Mira curled up, her eyes puffy from crying, holding Zeke, being the attention whore that he is.
I don't know if I wake her
Probably-
up if she's asleep.
Probably holding Zeke and Jinx.
Both of them. And she's like literally just like in a crate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Huh?
just thought about that. That's sad.
I know. Hold on one second. Mark, dinner's ready.
It's adorable, but it's also sad.
Mark on you.
I'll just since she's asleep, I'll just go like get my blanket and put it on her and then go leave. Let her sleep.
Aw, that's cute.
As you're leaving, walking over the catway or whatever it's called, like that goes over the cargo bay, you probably look down and notice a hooded Veery creeping slowly back to her little bed area, just kind of going, ow, 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 ow. It stings more than I thought.
Did she get a tattoo?
I
don't know.
know. Then I'll be like, where did you go off to?
Hey, second time. It was like finger guns. You snuck up on me today. Hey. Well, it's getting late. I'm gonna go to bed.
You're not gonna show me what's up?
What do you mean? What's up? I'm just. What are you talking about? Ow! What are you talking about?
Vera, you're a really bad liar.
Fine. Come on down.
Huh?
It's fine. Come on down.
Okay.
When you get down there, she will take like her robe and kind of put it over her shoulder so you can see there's like a bandage on her back shoulder blade. She was like attempting to take it off. And there is a super fresh tattoo there.
What is it?
And it looks something like this. Except this kind of reminds me of her dream that she had, where like the force appeared to her as like white wings. So those wings are white, and the blade of the lightsaber is white, with the hilt still being black. And the left blue is teal, the right green is purple, the blade being white, like her current blades. Then at the bottom, where the hilt is, there is hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. Red dot, a yellow dot, a purple dot, a teal dot, a white dot, and a blue dot. I mean, look, there's like, no offense. I just she kind of like realized what she's about to say before she said, no offense to you. But there's like Jedi that are married. I mean, like, it never says anywhere a Jedi can't have tattoos. There's like some of that have like face tattoos, right?
So she'll probably like be looking over it as Viri's like stammering around. And she'll be like, oh, that's a really cool design.
I actually really want it in real life.
I told him he should.
Like always wanted a tattoo, and I've never had something where I'm like, oh, that looks cool enough to put on my body. I'm like, oh,
it
I
looks pretty cool.
currently have 3 tattoos.
Where do you have them? Because that's what something I was thinking about. Like, where would I put it? Like, thinking my shoulder, but
Okay. Well, let's see here.
Woo! Tattoo show off. Squirrel.
Yep.
oh, you're showing it. Okay.
All right. So first one is here on the shoulder. It's a snake wrapped around a scimitar.
I love it.
Right. I don't know if you can see that very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't see it all.
She's on her phone though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Second is on the other shoulder, which is a dragon wrapped around the other scimitar.
Oh.
In reference back to Jitsu Dern from the R.A. Salvatore series. Love those books.
Okay.
And the last one, this is where it's going to get rated R for children, so watch out.
Okay. People listening can't see, so.
Right?
The last one is on the chest.
Can
Oh,
someone
cool.
type what it is? I'm really curious.
Then explain it.
Oh, okay.
It's a tribal
cool.
wolf type design with fire coming off of it.
Really cool. That's badass. I like it. Cool. I was thinking where you have like the wolf. I'm fat, so it doesn't look the same when you have moves. Maybe if I get fit, I could pull off something like that. But
I have 2 others planned that I haven't gotten yet. One would go on the other side of my chest, and it would be a wolf, but with ice crystals,
Oh, cool. Neat.
kind of like a mirrored thing.
Huh?
And then the last one I have planned, which is probably going to take like 3 days in a chair, is a full back piece.
Mhm.
Wolves running across rocks on the bottom, fades up to, on the left side, it would be a wolf howling at a moon. On the right side, it would be a wolf like growling off to the side. And then behind them, a tree line that fades up into like a starry wolf face with the eyes on either shoulder blade and the ears coming up over the shoulders.
That's cool.
That'd be cool.
But that's going to take a lot to do. Just saying. Yeah.
It's like super fresh on Viri's shoulder and looks incredibly like it's throbbing in pain.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
Kind of glad Dell's not around because he probably would have given her the whole pat on the back.
Oh, that'd be so sad. So Ven will be like, looks like you put a lot of meaning into this.
Yeah. I've been thinking about it for a little bit. Always wanted to get one, and I kind of have the people and the meaning behind it.
Yeah. The dots at the bottom are representative of each of us.
Nods her head, like pointing to him. She says the red dot is for Dell, the yellow dot is for Io, purple dot is for Sky, the dot is for Ven, white dot's for me, blue dot's for Mira.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah. I think it looks nice.
I mean, if you want to get magic, we can do it. I know a guy.
What'd she say?
He said, I mean, if you want to get matching ones, I definitely know a guy now. Really glad he did a good job because I don't know, he just found him on the walk. There's no references.
You're lucky he was a good artist.
I mean, I looked through his book before I did anything. It was really good art.
Are you gonna show everybody?
Actually, I mean, if it comes up,
Oh, okay.
I'll run up to someone and like put it in their face like an annoying person would. I mean, I don't do that.
That's like 2 sessions ago. She was like shoving cameras in people's faces.
Yeah.
Not shoving it in their face. She was walking around filming herself, and they happened to be in the background.
Right.
Cool. So we should probably leave unless we had anything else here.
And it's just like, yeah, it's kind of why I wanted to get all this stuff done before we leave.
Yeah.
I figured we'd be heading out soon, but you just kind of like see her like slump down on the crate, kind of like visibly showing the exhaustion of just. I think you pick up as is like the emotional strength that she's tried to like rebound with. It's just how exhausting it is and putting a toll on her. But, I mean, half of me wants to stay and see her.
Yeah.
The rest of me just wants to run as far away as I can.
Yeah.
really is that feeling of being torn both ways. I understand.
I mean, I get the whole thing, like messaging her, but like, if it's so fresh now, she's by herself. She doesn't know that all of us are here. I don't think now would be the best chance to do it before she gets more training and more. There's more lies from him. This could be our best opportunity to immune as her.
What?
Eric him.
Jesus
to kidnap
Christ.
him.
Okay.
The guy that there's a TV show I used to watch that reminds me of. Sorry, it's I put codes in my notes to make it just easier for me to make sense.
I definitely know who Frankie Muniz is. I was like,
Glenn wouldn't, so
yeah, for sure.
I don't.
What?
Huh?
You don't know who Frankie? Okay, we're about to stop this podcast right now.
No. We gotta finish the game. Come on.
Focus.
You can lecture me about this dude after.
Right.
Probably listening like, I found
Podcast.
this random show and you don't know who I am? Freaking motherfucker, Munich! Anyways,
What'd you say? Oh yeah.
gives us the best opportunity to ambush
Yeah.
her.
And
What, keep her against her will?
Isn't that what we're going to be doing, is trying to get through to her?
Yeah. I guess
I'd rather keep her against her will here. Make sure she doesn't hurt anybody else. Have to deal with the guilt of, and then she kind of like stops herself short, realizing about like her line of thought and like what that means for you and Asadius.
can you repeat what she said before she stopped?
Basically, she was saying that she was, in her mind, she'd rather keep her against her will and stop her from hurting someone else instead of letting her. And like what she was about to say was letting her be out there,
Oh,
hurting other
right.
people, and then like knowing it's my fault that I didn't do anything to stop her, like the guilt of all that. And then she kind of like stops herself, realizing kind of that it hits too close to home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just know Revan was really convincing.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the best person at maybe coming up with these plans because of my own track record. But I trust Revan, and she seems to know a little bit more.
And I trust you more because of your track record. You know that, right?
Well, maybe you shouldn't, but
You won't steer us wrong. You haven't steered me wrong yet.
I'm not sure about Yara. Revan's instincts, I guess, were the same as mine, that giving her something different to think about might be enough. I mean, she might be on a high right now of power. And if she hasn't displeased decided yet. He probably hasn't been, unkind to her. Maybe she hasn't even seen the dark side is done yet. And I think the intention behind trying to just contact her and help her to be able to decide for herself is planting that seed of doubt so that when something does happen, whether it be she sees how bad the dark side really is, she can make that choice. That option will be open rather than throwing her to someone trying to force her. Sorry.
Do you think that's going to be enough to outweigh, like, you're fighting back tears a little bit, but do you think that will be enough to outweigh the things that Asadius could teach her in her mind?
I don't know how he is as the teacher. He never had a Padawan or anything. We were too young at the time. So, I don't know. I know he's charismatic and charming. And he knows how to manipulate people. But that only takes you so far. There comes a time, especially with someone like him who's so corrupted by the dark side, that you can start to see when you're being used. And I think Yara might see pretty quickly that she's being used.
Stays quiet for a moment, then kind of just nods. I just hope when that happens, she won't be too far down the dark path. Be saved.
Yeah.
Not that will be saved after a long time.
Yeah.
Kind of like seriously switch gears. Yeah, because we're totally going to save Sai. Like, 100%.
Maybe.
Already decided.
I understand what you're saying, though, because you don't want them to have a list of regrets that's longer than is needed if they do turn back. But
kind of like a tree putting in roots. Just thinking like a tree. The longer it grows, the stronger its roots are in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
I trust you. If you think that's the best way, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I if it's something that you really feel like we need to do is get her soon, that's something we could take up with Revan and maybe figure out an alternate way, because I don't want to make it so that if you have a sense for it, then I mean, you know her better than we do, but I guess we know the dark side. So
it's my gut feeling. It's what I want to do, but I don't know if I know better. Who am I to tell someone like Revan or you what I'm thinking is a better idea?
I just took a bite of food. I'm really sorry.
It's okay, man. I do it all the time. The rations are really dry on this ship. I don't know who's the one to go shopping. And she realizes that it's probably
It's
been
me.
Years prior, it's still the same.
It is
Yeah.
the cereal incident all over again.
Oh, like this whole time I keep on wanting to reference the one shot and be like, I totally trust you, Ven. No matter what you choose to do, I believe you. Maybe not in 10 years from now, but you know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. She'll just say, I don't think that you should undermine your own opinions and thoughts that easily compared to ours. But I think it is wise for us to remember that you know her best, and for you to remember that we have more experience with dark side users tend to operate. I think that's why we wanted to,
I get it.
work together with you in the first place to figure out what's best. I mean, this discussion is still open if it's something, but I do feel like if you are still grieving, you yourself might need some time.
Oh, I'm okay. You kind of like see for the first time, like there is no like her faking it. I'm okay now. Don't think of this person as Yaru. It's just the apprentice. That's when you see like that deadened look that like returns to her that she's been having this whole time. It's this disassociation with
Yeah.
she's almost made this person two different people in her brain. Will you meditate with me?
Healthy.
I've never said it was healthy.
Hey, Ven
There are a
does
lot
it
of-
too. She's not gonna
Hey.
call her out on it.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things about Beery that are not healthy.
Yeah.
No.
You
Uh,
know,
Mm.
Probably
not
say
that
that
we're
for
saying
most
Beery's
of the
the
crew.
closest thing to me ever, minus her rashness. But whatever. We can go into psychology later. It started when I was 5.
I know
but-
it's time to whip out that
Yeah,
therapy card you got.
But yeah, she just says, I've been trying to continue my meditation, but those old dreams kind of keep on coming back. It's not little eyes, it's her eyes. And every time I feel like I'm getting somewhere with my meditation that forces guiding me somewhere, I just keep on getting distracted.
by that, is it feelings or more vision? I mean, it
Whenever I've
doesn't.
meditated with you, you've helped me stay calm enough to kind of push through like distractions and then freaking out.
I mean, it doesn't. I don't want to say it gets, but it does get. It just takes practice, like anything.
Breaking in and out a little bit.
Hmm?
Sorry, you're breaking in and out a little
Oh, I said it doesn't. It doesn't get better, but it gets easier, and I don't remember the other thing I said, but and those feelings you have, like it's okay that you have them. Just what you do with them. The grief, freaking out, guilt. Makes sense.
bit. Heard grief and freaking out.
What?
Heard grief and freaking out.
Why it's doing this? Okay.
I said, like the grief you feel, the freaking out, like the panic, like all that makes sense that you would feel that.
Yeah. Sorry about that, by the way. I didn't did a lot of things.
Sorry, what?
She just said she's just saying she's apologizing. And said and did things that I didn't really mean. I might have been a little mean when I was grieving.
It's I don't hold anything against you. That it was took you by surprise.
It goes up and like hugs. And
Hugs back. Even if she doesn't like touching.
I was just about to say, I was like,
Yeah.
she just learned today. She's like,
Yay,
it's like a
character
half, it's like a
growth.
half hug, and then she goes, "But I'm sorry, you don't like being touched, do you?" It's a weird hug. Okay. She just like pats you on the arm. Yeah, okay,
Very,
bud.
I've initiated hugging you before, so it's fine.
He gives you a big bear. Will you help me meditate?
Yeah, we can do that. We'll march up to wherever. Meditating.
Yeah, Angie, with Ven's help, Viri meditate specifically on the idea of whether it's better to leave Yara behind or try and either face her or kidnap her. What the Force is telling her.
Yep. And to get your answer, go ahead and roll me a d20.
She does have foresight. I put 5 ranks of it into it. No clue how it works. I figured she
Oh, I was
doesn't have
about to say-
control over it yet.
Oh,
But maybe with Ben's help, like pushing her, like help guiding her through the meditation.
Oh, okay.
Like she's trying to see. I mean, granted, she doesn't know what it is, but like she's trying to enter into like whatever vision state and dream state that she's been having, and it's like instead of running from it, this is like the first time she's actually trying to actively like use the Force to use those visions to get answers.
Okay. With Ven's calming help, you start to fall into this not quite dreamlike state, but you know it to be a meditative state. It's similar to when you're asleep, but you're also very much awake. In this vision, you see
I can see up to 3 days ahead. Sorry.
you faintly see an outline of 2 figures. And the more you meditate and focus, the more that you recognize these figures as yourself and Yara. You both appear to be at an impasse within battle. You're both tired. You've done a lot of battle, but whatever's going on around the 2 of you is emptiness. It is just you and Yara that you're able to focus on. Excuse me. As you get more focused, you start to hear it's a conversation that follows. You're able to hear your own voice.
Sounds so weird when you hear your own voice. Okay.
Yeah, but your own tone has this. It's still you. You know it's you, but there is this sense of maturity and growth to it. And you hear yourself pleading with Yara to basically let go of this, to turn back to who she should be, as far as you're concerned. You know, the Yara that you know as she should be, instead of this apprentice. As you're pleading with her for this, you know, this trying to redeem her, you see this flicker of different emotions. There's a little bit of her old self there, as well as the apprentice. So it's like she's battling with herself.